Today on The Avenue, we're giving you a sneak peek at the very beginning of Christmas decorating at our house as we get ready for the Christmas home tour. We're also walking you through a beautifully remodeled modern home from the initial preview all the way to the final staging. And to wrap up the week, we had a team movie night watching Nancy Meyers' The Intern. It is less than a week until the Christmas home tour, and our projects are about all wrapped up. One of the last ones is going on today. And so I've got some of the team here. We are crafting some decorations. We're hanging garland, we're hanging lights, we're making bows, and we've got 3 full days of Christmas decorating. And because of all the help, I think it's gonna work out really well. I saw this on Instagram and Pinterest, where I get most of my ideas from. And it's kind of this drippy, droopy ribbon coming out of a candlestick, and I thought it was so great, organic, natural looking. So you just get ribbon. I'm using a frayed end ribbon, and you just kind of loop it back and forth at different lengths right over where the candle would go in. I like having some longer, some shorter. Kind of also looks like dripping wax, which I think is fun. And then when it gets down to the end, I like to have it drip back down to the ground. Another little extra piece here. And then you just shove your candle in. It is a little tighter because of all the fabric. And then you've got a fun little drippy, droopy candle situation, and I like using my candles. So I'm going to let the wax just melt all down them also. And then after Christmas, just toss them. But I think it's a real fun and festive, different approach, something interesting. And we're trying to do a little bit of something interesting in each room, because for the home tour, they're gonna walk through the entire house. So we wanna add a little bit of Christmas and a little bit of interest in each space. We're just drooping the remnants of our garland over the sconces throughout the home with a little bit of ribbon. There's one right behind you. And it just adds a little bit of festivity. Check that one out.
Welcome to the ball garland factory. You just take your little gauzy stuff, wrap it, twist it. I've seen people use like fishing line, which you wouldn't see, but you really don't. This is like florist wire, and you really don't see it either. And I just wrap it around like this. And then when it's all like bunched together, you really don't see it. And the gauze is 12 feet, and so I do 2 of them together, so it makes one giant garland. And yeah, it's fun. Like a cool, crafty DIY. And it's festive, and you could use it anytime, really, especially with this neutral color.
Bedroom and in other places throughout our house, we have dried florals, which I really, really love, but I wanted them to feel Christmassy, and I didn't want to have to switch them completely out for a live cedar. So they're already green. This one's on my nightstand, and this one's in our bathroom. And so I bought these little foxtails. These are also a dried floral. These are just on Amazon, and I'm just adding them to my already made dried florals that are not Christmassy, and then all of a sudden they become Christmassy because you've got the green, you've got the red. It's a real natural color. And after Christmas, these will be real easy to take out, put in a bag and save for another year. And they definitely look a little weird in all the right ways. And I think that it has kind of a modern feel to it, which I think is really fun. I recently had these cushions made, and we had them made with this cover, which is very spring and summer. And so I asked the gal if she could make me some new cushions, and she had this great green velvet fabric, so I just swapped these out. We do a similar thing with pillows. If we just have different pillow covers, you don't have to buy a whole new pillow. Swap out your pillow cover, it's a whole new look. And then I made this wreath. This was the first one I made. It was so much fun. The base of it is a Costco wreath. And then I went and foraged, and I went to my mom's house, my sister-in-law's house, and our ranch house, and just got a whole bunch of clippings and shoved them in. Nothing's even tied down, and it looks so earthy and full and whimsical to me. I just love it. And I don't think I'll ever be able to do wreaths differently. Here's another example. This is a great tapestry pillow cover that I found on Amazon also. And I just swapped out my taupe colored pillow case for this pillowcase. And I'm probably gonna keep this one through February. And then once spring comes back around, swap it back. It's a real quick and easy way to change the look that doesn't cost too much. For Christmas every year, we do not tag the gifts, because then the kids will know what's theirs. There's shaking, there's touching, things can break and fall apart. So we have a number system. This gift is number 1, and no one knows who number 1 is for except me. So we write down on a piece of paper the number, who it's for, and what it is. And then I can pass them out and no one knows whose gift is whose, and then we also don't have tags on the gifts.
Oh, I think it's lovely that she has a real tree. Smells good and just has more character and personality and feels more like a warm Christmas experience. I think it's great. It's a lot of work, but in the long run, when you sit here and look at it, it's worth every effort you put into making it beautiful.
All right, it is Saturday and we're out at a home that we used to own, that we bought to remodel. We just absolutely fell in love with this home. And in the process of remodeling, we heard about the ranch location and we're really needing a new warehouse. And so a really cool thing happened. Jen and Matt Ratzlaff ended up buying this house from us to finish remodeling themselves so that we could purchase the ranch house to build the warehouses. And we're gonna go see it now. It's all done. We'll be staging it later this week. And I'm excited to show the kids and see all the beautiful things that they've done. We are on the golf course, one of the golf courses here in Fresno. And the whole back of the house is on a few holes. And so it's really pretty. And so one interesting thing about this home is that in the front yard, there's a swimming pool. You've got a big, beautiful privacy gate here. And something you don't typically see is a pool in the front yard. Have you ever gone swimming in a front yard before?
No.
No. Again, you have all these big trees and privacy fences. So one thing I'm noticing right away that they did, there used to be double doors here and they made it a single glass door. I think it's beautiful. I love the amount of windows. You're going to notice so many windows just lining the perimeter of this home, bringing the whole outside in, and it's so still private feeling. This used to be a some sort of mermaid fountain here, and it was down much lower, like the level I'm on. So I think this is fantastic. You're creating another space to spend time in. Instead of having a water feature, you can now open the doors, come sit out here. There's actually a few outdoor spaces, so maybe we'll do this one as more of a sitting area if you're gonna watch the kids swim. And then there's another outdoor space off of the dining room. So we'll go check that out next. I'm standing now in the entry. I love a formal entry where you have a designated space. We'll most likely bring a console and art here. They did a beautiful chandelier. We'll go this way. And this is a beautiful, large living room. They kept the original paneling. We loved all the paneling in this home. And the fireplace was definitely a focal point. And what they've done is they removed the sides. We were gonna have this as built-ins, but I just love this. It's nice and open to the dining room. You have a designated living space. And then one thing I could not have thought of and is just absolutely brilliant, they added on to the house. This roof line was already here, but this right now, where I'm standing, was an outdoor patio. So the exterior wall was here. You would step down a couple steps into a back patio. Again, roof already being here. They took out the patio, extended the home, and added all of this square footage, which also allowed them to open up the kitchen. And I mean, from every view, you can see this big, gorgeous kitchen. You have space for counter stools here. This massive island, if I had to guess, I would guess this is a 16 or 18 foot long island. You've got a beautiful bar here. Look at all this space. A big hood's gonna go here. And I mean, this is still so spacious. You keep coming back and there's a massive kitchen nook. Normally a kitchen nook seats like 4. This one could seat 12. This is enormous. So we're not going to do just a small little table here. We're gonna do a nice long table and really show how to use the space. If you look outside, you can see so much of the golf course everywhere you look. Now let's check out the dining room. This was just a wall, so now they've opened up the back of the fireplace and we have this beautiful stone. We're gonna do a long table here also, and this was one of my favorite things about the home is there's a courtyard off of the dining room. So you can just picture another outdoor dining space here, total privacy, a fun place to come have brunch on the weekends, or maybe even set up a bar out here for Christmas parties. I mean, this is just such a special feature, and this home has so many of them. Come on, sweetie girl. So I think that this home is really just going to sell quickly, and they've done just a beautiful job on the whole remodel. Okay, now down to the formal living room. Watch your step. Another really large space. This used to be sunken even more, and the fireplace hearth went all the way across. It did not feel or look like this, and now it's just big and bright and open. Let's go check out this wing of the house. There are 2 wings. This back wing actually has some of our original design in it. So first up is this bathroom, which everything in here I picked, and it's fun to see that they kept it. I love this floor. It's very cottagey stone. I love the small to medium size of the stone. We picked out this vanity. I think it's gorgeous. And then we had some fun in here. As this is not the primary bedroom, we thought let's do something a little more fun. So if you check out the tile, you have medium on the floor, tiny on the bottom of the shower, and then this fun varying pattern on the walls. And all the colors you can see go really well together. The shapes complement each other but don't compete. And it's just kind of a fun spare bathroom. Back here you have a bedroom, nice and spacious. They picked a really comfortable and thick carpet. We most likely will not stage this room as it's a secondary bedroom, but again, you have views of the golf course and a nice spacious room. So this right here used to be a bunch of bifold doors, which was like a pantry, and now they have so much cabinetry, that's where all the pantry items can stay. So this will be more of a drop zone, coat closet, garage, and then this is the mudroom. So this is original and it's really well made, so I can see that they just replaced the hardware. Washer and dryer would go here. This is also original. And this is pretty neat. Leslie, do you want to pull this out?
Sure.
Yeah, pull these out.
All three?
Yeah. So these, you've got these awesome, big, deep cabinets, which are most likely for laundry. This is not something that comes in new homes. So you've got these fun laundry drawers. They put in this beautiful shelf, new countertop. Now we're gonna figure our way back over to the hallway with the bedrooms. And this used to be a step up because this was a step down, but now it's all one level, which makes so much more sense. Primary suite is first. And this used to be one of the closets, and now it's like this great kind of coffee bar area with some storage. And check out this bathroom. This is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure they raised the ceilings in here. We moved the shower here, but I think they made it even larger than we had it. Vanities here, touching on the brushed brass again. Another little vanity area here. This is something that I think was so smart. We had not thought of this. We did frame out this to be the closet, but the entry to this closet was over here in the bedroom, and now you don't have that. You have it coming off of the bathroom, which I think is so smart because now the bedroom gets to be its own thing. And this is just finished, ready to go. None of this was here. And I mean, check out this ceiling height in a closet that's still just so spacious and bright. This is probably my favorite feature. I wish we had this at our home, is this tub with the window behind it and all this beautiful trim. I just absolutely love it. And then these enormous stone floors. Every finish is perfect. And this is one thing that Matt and Jen are just so good at. I mean, this is their specialty, is building beautiful custom homes and remodeling and making things just what everyone would dream of that they couldn't actually dream up themselves. Here in the primary bedroom, we were actually gonna have this as the bed wall, and because we had the closet door here, and this makes so much more sense. I love it. They did a feature wall here. Now you get to wake up and you have a fireplace, you have windows out here, lots of natural lighting, and this just feels so good. This fireplace was overgrouted and like extremely bumpy and deep and raw edges, and so that's all, looks like it's been sandblasted down, and they're regrouting. This is very beautiful. It's gonna look really nice. And you still have the door out to the exterior. This used to be double doors because remember you used to step down and now it's interior. But I love that they kept a door so you could still have a private exit from the primary to the outside. Down the hallway, we'll find 2 more bedrooms. So this bathroom, we designed with the butcher block shelf below, a ledge here, and then they did the raised sinks. I think this is so fun. I can picture little toothbrushes up here or anything. Some mirrors will go here, and then look at this fun tub area. They brought in the black from the outside. They brought it in again in the sinks here on the counter. And all of these pocket doors are original also. You have the same stone floor. So everything feels very cohesive, but different and interesting. Just so fun. Can't wait to stage this one on Tuesday.
Okay, we just got to the house and we're gonna start staging soon. We have a ton to unload. We have like 2 full livings, 2 full dinings, full primary bedroom. Yeah, it's big. Lots of stuff, lots of pillows, lots of pots and arrangements, and yeah, a good amount of stuff. So it'll be fun. Very, very fun house. Beautiful. It's been completely redone. I saw it a couple years ago before and it was very unique, so it's really cool to see it now completed and more updated, but still very classic, so it looks great.
The people who redid this house did such a good job. It's like a really good foundation, and then we're just gonna help, accentuate some of that. So I'm excited about this one. It'll be really, really pretty. I feel like this style is something we both kind of like. Sometimes we'll go to houses and it's pretty, but not our style. So this one's fun when you get to do something you're more comfortable with and something like you would want in your own home.
We are setting up a coffee bar. This is an opening into the primary room. And we just thought it would be so perfect and so sweet to set up a little coffee station, like a his and her moment. So we have the tray, some coffee accessories, and then a plant to tie it in.
I'm so excited. When I walked in, I feel like it looks clean and neutral, and I just love how it matches the tone of the house perfectly. It really shows off the things that we changed in the house, and I just can't wait for everyone to see it.
Tonight is film night 6 of 7. We're watching The Intern with Anne Hathaway and Robert De Niro. Love the whole vibe of the movie, all of the set design. And she lives in a brownstone and it's just gorgeous. So our daughter Hallie's starting a business centered around vintage clothing and bags and accessories and everything. And so I had her bring down one of the clothing racks and some clothes that she has sourced as part of a prop for tonight. And in this film you will see so much red and black and white. All of the warehouse where they work out of is black and white, and then Anne Hathaway wears red a lot. So we have a lot of red and black and white clothing that she has sourced that will be available for purchase soon. There's a scene in the movie where they're both in a hotel on a work trip and the fire alarm goes off, so they have to go outside. They're both in their PJs and robes, so we're all, this is just perfect. The weather came out for us today and we're all gonna be in PJs and robes. I have summer PJs and I have winter PJs. They're all real thin, and they're either short sleeve or long sleeve, but they're all colored, or a lot of collared shirts, and even to bed. And they're all actual pajamas. These are really comfortable. They're long sleeve and they even are like monogrammed. And I just love being influenced on Instagram. If anytime they throw something at me, I'm like, ooh, what's this? So these are new and they're pretty fun. And then we're gonna watch in our comfy robes and have a pizza party, just like they had one late night at work. And I'm just very thankful for Nancy Meyers and these movies that she puts out that become really part of our lives.